It was their honeymoon. Timmy kept staring at Anita, who was fast asleep on the bed. The event of the previous night rushed through his mind. This is what he had anticipated for all through their 12 months in courtship. Sex. And not just any kind of sex, but a good one. They both agreed to abstain because of their faith, and it really helped them to focus on building a loving relationship with each other. Initially, it was a bit difficult for him because of his previous sexual escapades before he dedicated his life to Christ. It was actually tough. He fought so many sexual battles on his mind. Getting those dirty sins out of his memory was war, but he was resolute. Anita was too cute and chaste to be defiled. She had a godly upbringing and was ready to wait for sex till after marriage, even if it takes eternity. At 36, she wasn't desperate. It is either then or never. Timmy took another long look at Anita on the bed and felt a surge. He couldn't wait anymore. I need my woman, he thought to himself, then climbed the bed quietly to plant a kiss on her lips. Anita turned and smiled. You this man. Oliver Twist, she said. I can never have enough of you, Timmy replied. Guy, I'm tired. You sapped all my energy last night. That's why I brought breakfast for you in bed. He turned to place the tray of toasted bread and cheese on the bed. You really mean business, Anita said as she rose quickly to divulge the food. They were both munching and gisting when Anita remembered the form she needed to sign. That reminds me, you haven't signed my visa forms. I need to submit them this week unfailingly, as soon as we get back home. Timmy looked away uninterested. What's that? Anita queried. You are the one who encouraged me to apply for that job and even prayed along that I should get it. That's your journey, he replied, picking his words. What's wrong with it, Timmy? Anita gave him a strange look. I'm just wondering how it's gonna be. Timmy shrugged. We just got married, you know. And so? Just saying. By the way, are the forms here? Of course not. Why would I pack them in my bags for honeymoon? So there is no point arguing over it then. When we get back, it will be sorted. Timmy concluded and packed the tray with the leftover from the bed. The atmosphere was already getting tense and he didn't want that special moment to be marred with conflict. He returned to sleep into the duvet with Anita. Are you ready? He asked, putting his arms around Anita. For what? Anita snubbed. Here, babe, see how your mood just changed. Learn to manage conflict now. I've heard. She pulled the pillow from under her head and positioned it in between them. Ah, where did you learn this one from? Tears ran through Anita's cheeks as she cast her blurry eyes on the wall clock to check the time. She has been in that same position for over 2 hours after Timmy left for work. She couldn't comprehend what was happening. Seems her life was falling apart right before her very eyes. The conversation she had with Timmy played back on her mind. Dear, you have been so reluctant to sign my visa forms. I can't understand why you are doing that. I intentionally used your data on the form so as to make things easier for me, and you know that. Anita spoke calmly on the bed as Timmy gets dressed for work. Timmy turned and sat on the edge of the bed to address Anita. Babe, I'm struggling so much within me to come to terms with this traveling. I don't know why, but I feel our marriage is too young for us to be separated for a whole 6 months. I just want us to be together and bond more, at least for now. We are not even married up to a month. Timmy lamented. Wait, Timmy. I hope this is not about sex. Anita queried. Come on, Anita. Don't be sarcastic. I just want us to stay together to build a family, please. Timmy pleaded with his eyes. I can't believe this, Timmy. This is my whole life, my dreams, my long awaited career breakthrough. Are you saying I should just let it go, just like that? Anita, try to understand. You know I love you so much and I want the best for you. But we are married now. We need to take decisions in the interest of our family and not just for ourselves. I know I motivated and encouraged you to apply for this job, but still, I want the best for us. Timmy, you can't understand. Do you know how long I have waited for my work to be recognized at the international market? Hollywood for that matter. Do you know what it seems to be part of the screenwriters for a world-class feature movie? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. Are you saying I should let it go? Timmy lays on the bed to hold her hand. Babe, better opportunities will surely come your way in due season. I believe that. Please stay with me. Anita wasn't convinced. She wipes her tears with the back of her hand. Timmy, this is a good opportunity for us to relocate. Aren't you saying that? I will be earning close to $100,000 in just 6 months. Aside lodging in a luxurious hotel, free access to food and clothing. If this job goes well as expected, another contract may follow and I may push for a stay in the US with my family. Can't you see that? Anita stared into Timmy's eyes. Babe, I know this is a great opportunity, but we will be fine here too. I earn a good pay. We can afford what we want. We won't lack anything. Anita burst into tears. Timmy couldn't bear watching her cry over and over again on this same issue. He gently stood up, picked his jacket, and walked out of the bedroom. Anita picked up her phone from the bed to call her sister. Her voice bursting through the receiver with excitement. Have you finished eating all the honey in the moon or what? She teased. We arrived back in town a couple of days ago. Her sister paused. She felt a tone of sadness in her voice. Are you okay, Anita? Your voice is dull. Sis, I won't be going to the US for that screenwriting job again. Anita forced the words out. What happened? Did they retrieve the contract or what? No, the contract is still intact. It's Timmy. He doesn't want me to go again. But why? You told me he was the one who motivated you to apply for the job. Why is he acting funny? Did he give you any reason? Sis, he wants us to stay together for a while because of our marriage that is still very young. But Anita, this has been your age-long desire since you were a girl. Always talking about writing a world-class movie script. This is the opportunity you have waited for. Is Timmy not aware? Anita sobs. Sis, I wish I wasn't married. Oh, come on, Anita. Marriage is a good thing. Being with someone you love is amazing. I couldn't just wrap my head around why Timmy couldn't approve your traveling. Sis, is it not marriage that put me into this mess? If I wasn't married, would I need anyone to approve or dictate what I do with my life? Anita sobs louder. Calm down, Anita. I think I need to speak with Timmy. Taking a stand against your progress is not a good idea. Sis, please do. Have just this week to submit my papers. Otherwise, I will have to forfeit the contract, Anita concluded before she ends the call. Timmy was full of thought as he drove home. All through the day, his mind was clogged with the prevailing issue at hand. He was nearly getting home when he changed his mind and decided to go and see his pastor in church. How long did you people spend in the moon? Pastor Chris teased Timmy. Immediately he entered the office. Good evening, Pastor. We arrived in town a couple of days ago, Timmy replied. That's too short. Hope you both had a nice time though. How's your wife? She's fine. I actually came to see you on an issue. Anita and I have been dragging. Did I just hear you say both of you are dragging an issue? Pastor Chris cut in. With barely 2 weeks in marriage. I can't believe that. You must be joking. It's not a joke, sir. Hi, Timmy stammered. Timmy, What are you trying to tell me? You had full counseling classes with Anita during courtship. You took down all the notes, passed the test. You learned from people who have been together in marriage for over 2 decades. What then could be your problem in just 2 weeks that you couldn't resolve? It's too early to be having this kind of discussion, Pastor Chris lamented. Pastor, please, just hear me out first, Timmy pleaded. Okay, if you say so, I'm listening. Thanks, Pastor. You know I love Anita so much, and I've been throwing my full support at everything she pursues to ensure she achieves greatness. During courtship, while we were discussing about our life goals, she shared with me her dream to write feature scripts for movies, both locally and internationally. I am aware of that too, Pastor Chris added. So, I inspired her to take giant steps, which she did. She came across an advert for screenwriters for a particular movie set in Hollywood, and she applied. With her experience, she was selected, and a week before our wedding, she received an offer letter for a 6-month contract, a fully funded, all expense paid trip to the US. I see. She needed to proceed immediately to process her visa, but because her wedding was very close, she suspended it till after the wedding. She used me as a major reference, and I have been struggling so hard to get myself to sign the form, Timmy explained. Why is it difficult for you to sign the form, Timmy? Pastor Chris quietly asked. Pastor, I don't know, but I feel it is too early for us to be separated. 6 months is not a joke. Anita is also envisaging a renewal of her contract so we can relocate together, but that may not work with my career pursuit for now. Sincerely, I'm in full support of our progress. I don't just want our home to be divided. So, what do you want to do now? How do you want to convince your wife that your intentions are sincere? This is a lifetime opportunity for her. Nobody will want to let go of that for anything. That is why I came to see you, Pastor. Just tell me what to do, please. Honestly, I wish I could tell you what to do. This is a critical family decision, and both of you will need to come to terms on the best step to take in the interest of the family. I will encourage you to seek God's guidance on this. Be ready to submit to His leading and allow Him guide you in the way to go. Let's pray. Anita met Timmy by the door as he arrived from work. She greeted and gave him a warm hug. She has decided that the situation on ground would not affect her duties as a wife, even while she anticipates his approval of her trip abroad. Timmy was exhausted. He could barely hold Anita in his arms for a few seconds. He quickly slumped into the sofa and asked for his food. Is dinner ready? Yes, I will set the table right away, Anita replied. Unlike their usual selves, they both ate in silence, not wanting to say anything that would create tension between them again. Anita was about packing the plate to the kitchen when her phone rang. She picked the call. Good evening, sis. Anita, how are you? Is Timmy back from work? Her sister asked. Yes, he's here. Okay, give him the phone. Let me talk to him. Anita stretches the phone to Timmy. Here, it's Big Sis. Good evening, sis. How has your day been? Timmy greeted. Fine, no. How are you too? Big Sis replied. We are doing very great. Sorry to bother you, Timmy. Anita brought an issue to my notice this morning, and I would like us to have a discussion on it. It's okay. Go ahead. It's about a contract job in the US. She said you are not in approval of it. Not exactly, sis. What is not exactly, Timmy? There is no hide and seek about this. It is either you are in support or not. I hope you realize this has been Anita's dream job since she was a girl. Please don't kill her joy. I won't be happy too if you don't allow her to go. Nobody is killing anybody's joy, sis. We are still deliberating on it. And when we make our final decision, we will let you know. Thanks for your concerns. Okay, no problem. My regards to her. Anita lay still in bed. As she watched Timmy quietly get dressed, she wondered where he could be going so early in the morning since it's weekend. Timmy turned to pick up his keys from the dressing table, gently opened the bedroom door, and left the house. He had scheduled a meeting with his mentor to discuss the issue at hand with him. He observed Anita avoided raising any discussion with him the previous night, and he intentionally sneak out before she wakes up to confront him again. He needed a solution so urgently he could barely wait to meet with the sage. Mr. Thompson was already seated in his balcony, sipping his early morning tea when Timmy arrived. He listened attentively to his explanations and observed a few moments of silence before he could respond. Have you discussed this issue thoroughly with your wife? Mr. Thompson eventually broke the silence. Yes, sir. On several occasions, Timmy replied. What's her response? She wants to pursue a career, while I want her to stay so we can build a home together. Mr. Thompson paused to think. I was once in your shoes, he continued. Timmy's countenance brightened. Oh, really? So what did you do, sir? He asked in anticipation. I took a decision which I thought was the best for our family. It was a tough one, but we survived, Mr. Thompson replied. So what will you suggest, sir? Go home and hold a heart-to-heart discussion with your wife. Give her an assurance of your love for her and be sincere. Timmy rose up and thanked Mr. Thompson for sparing his time with him. He was about stepping out when he heard his voice again. Timmy, your role as the head is sacrificial. I just thought to remind you. Timmy's dilemma heightened as he drove out of Mr. Thompson's premises. Obviously, he would have to make his decision by himself. This is his family, and nobody is ready to call the shots for him. He became agitated when a road user dashed across his vehicle in motion. He slammed his hand on the wheel. But Lord, you know I love her. I love her so much, he screamed to himself. Then why are you struggling? He heard a still audible voice from within. Help me, Lord. He threw up his hands. Please, help me. Timmy drove straight to the church to spend some time to pray. Pastor Chris passed by the auditorium and saw him seated alone with his head bowed in prayer. He muttered few words of prayers for him and walked away. Anita finished preparing breakfast just before Timmy returned. Even though he left without any notice, she knew it wouldn't be long. After setting the table, she picked her document and positioned them on the dining table again. As far as she was concerned, there is no way Timmy would eat on the table and still pretend not to see her forms. She had barely finished when Timmy entered. Welcome, dear. Thanks, love. Are you okay? Timmy asked. Anita nods. Timmy drew closer and pulled her towards the sofa. Come there. I want us to talk. They both sat down staring at each other.
What happened? What happened to you? Anita! Anita!